think they should have called the game Dinosaur Integration Network Organization or something, because that'd be Dino. I'm sure they were tempted. Nope. The velociraptors are loose.
Everyone, the velociraptors. What are they doing?
The inevitable, their biological imperative, you know, they're hunting.
Oh. Minus less one engineering technician.
High alert, people. Finch, it's time to prove that Din cares about security.
Right.
Well, the guests and me need somewhere to hide. Build an emergency shelter.
Okay. Is it telling me where to build it like the other one? No, so I guess just here would be good.
A fine-looking hidey hole there. And now open up the shelter to put out the alert.
It's true. People are going to get eaten though.
Raptors can be a tricky target on the best of days,
Oh,
so
dear.
I suggest letting the pros do their thing. Give the capture team the task
took
to
out
tranquilize those
like 5
dinosaurs
people in one
and put
go.
a stop to the rampage.
Right, so we need to tranquilize them. Where's the helicopter gone? Let me do manual control. We won't worry about the 10 guests or something, they've already been eaten. Got insurance would close this place down in a heartbeat. Oh, it's another one. In fact, there's lots of them. Thank you, them up.
Right. Those dinosaurs won't be waking up anytime soon, but we better have an enclosure ready for when they do. We do have a half-built enclosure on site that'll probably do the job, if you can, you know, finish it up.
Yeah, we can do. Well,
We should power those fences with a generator. If an animal tries to escape, it could hurt itself or even your guests. A light shock, however, will act as a gentle deterrent.
just like
Yeah,
it
listen,
already
you can call me
has.
paranoid or, more accurately, justifiably nervous, but I'm telling you, those generators tend to run out of juice.
I hope
at
the campaign has some other stuff
very
later. I
worst
guess
of
it does,
times.
because at the moment it's
we
all.
all-
But if you come from the second game, it's
no,
like we know
I
all
don't
this.
want dinosaurs getting out either. Worth making sure that the generators are in range of a maintenance
really should
post
call this
so our
part
maintenance
like
team
a-
can keep an eye on them.
Like a
When the
prologue.
enclosure is ready, give the order to transport those sleeping meat eaters into it. I'll
do you
leave
call
it
it,
in
you
your
know?
capable hands, okay? Take as long as you need, but
a
not too long.
tutorial
Even sleeping carnivores make me nervous.
rather than. Once we get through this, hopefully we'll pick up as the campaign goes.
Asset collection request received. Collect an asset. En route to collect the asset.
Oh god, still a guy loose. I think he woke up actually. I control this one.
Asset spotted.
Where's he gone?
Asset transportation in progress.
Sure. He runs so fast. Might be best just to ask the helicopter to what?
Delivery has been completed.
You still there, Buck, or did you not wait around? Right. This fellow up. And transport him as well.
Asset delivery. Heading to pick up the asset.
Good work. Now wait for the delivery to end and confirm they're all enclosed.
We need to add a gate.
It's strange, isn't it? Alan and Ellie had a dig site near here in this scenic patch of Montana's Badlands. You know, they were digging for fossilized dinosaurs, and now you're containing living, breathing, thinking dinosaurs a mere stone's throw away. Wow, it's really, you know, it's poetic in a vague sort of sense, and deeply terrifying in a more specific sort of sense.
Giving me the unit. How can I add a...
Make sure to close any shelters once you've dealt with the threat. After all, guests aren't likely to spend money while they're busy hunkering down. Although a bunker gift shop isn't a bad idea. Huh. Nice job dealing with those raptors. Vicious and intelligent carnivores don't tend to mix well with guests.
Vicious and intelligent
Right,
they
lets
may
me do
be,
it
but
now.
those velociraptors deserve as much support as any other dinosaur. A feeder that gives them an outlet for their hunting instinct would be particularly beneficial.
Better the goats than us, is what you mean to say.
Right, so we need to add this to the ranger teams.
Task received.
Capture team. I don't know. It wants medical. What's it got now? Make sure they have comfort. Right, so these guys want. Oh, it's not going to tell me until. I'm pretty sure they want cover. Imagine going in with this thing, for like velociraptors. That's a female, that green one. Female, that's female. All females. Whoa. What the hell's going on with the colour? Right, as soon as this disappears, we can do their environment. Took a while. Right, so yeah, cover's what they need mostly. So we can give them some woodland cover.
Now that they're enclosed, those raptors will actually be boosting the site's appeal. And more appeal means more guests, so it's good news in my book. Guests will actually need to be able to see the raptors to be impressed by them, but that's why we build viewing galleries, right? Huh? Dinosaur appeal is great, but dinosaur visibility is what will actually sell tickets. Improving visibility with attractions like the viewing gallery is an important step if we actually want to make a profit here. And you do want to make a profit, right?
Ladies and gentlemen, we have added a new viewing gallery, ready for you to observe.
Back boxing?
I'd rather like to revisit our Corythosaurus. They needed males in the herd to thrive, and thanks to Dr. Baldera, that's exactly what we can provide them with. We just need enough genome to begin synthesis. We will need an expedition center to organize gathering the appropriate genetic material. Then, once we have processed the fossils in the science center, we can synthesize the males in a hatchery.
Yeah, they should call this bit tutorial rather than campaign. Nothing campaigny about it. But hatchery. Yeah, where? Corythosaurus. Where's that?
Fuel incoming.
Expedition center we need. Did we not build?
Get the generator back up.
I thought. It didn't do it, I don't know. So the what's it, Corythosaurus, what we're after. Which is where I don't see it. We need more scientists on this map. Oh yeah, because we haven't got any. 2-1's pretty good. Where's this Coriosaurus? Let me are they in here? Oh, they're mixed in, that's why it's here. So we want a hatchery here. Okay. So that's going to have to go in. Probably here. Those rocks are in the way. Maybe put it there. I think best put it here. So let's see what this one looks like. Okay, increase the genome. We need to find the Cory. That's the. Oh, yeah. Here it is. No. It's the Meosaura. That's the one we did. There it is. There. Here and here. Right, so we're probably going to be short of people. Wants to. Yeah, okay. With what we've got. Ooh, so that will take care of that. They want it between 55 and 70 or something. And then we need synthesizing male. And release the male. Near problem. These things again. These things are pretty cool looking. Some lonely ladies in here. They're waiting for their knight in shining armor. They're like, if only we had a male to impregnate us. Coming right up. Okay, so a couple seconds, and that probably will get us just for this tutorial stuff. Enough of the fossil. Let's see, will it get us to 55? We need so 3. I can do all of these. 7. And we need 3 research, so those 2 can do it.
We are so close to providing those animals with what they need. Keep up your excellent work.
It's coming. We'll get it. We'll get it soon. We're at 84%, so... Okay, so... And we need 5. Everybody. One horny dino coming up. Like eggs. Male, male, male. I actually didn't just say we wanted one. I don't think we need to do the others. I thought the eggs stayed there when you, but I think even in the other game, if you don't use them, they go. But I thought they stayed in the hatchery. Might be a hatchery. So the others are sort of looking green, and the male's got this sort of desert. It did say one, didn't it? I'll have to do it again if I've... Yeah, I've got to use all them.
Commencing synthesis procedure.
It says a male. For this hatchery. Baytown. Right. Ladies, you haven't got to wait too long. You get a nice horny male. How many of them are there in there? 5, I think. Best way is to use the site map, isn't it? Because we've got these other ones. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like it's 4. 4 female quarries. Yeah, we need to sow his seed. Here we go. Right, ladies. Looking good.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a Prehistoric to the park.
Like the park announcements to me sound a bit quiet.
You did it. They're happy. They're thriving. And it's all thanks to your hard work. Well done. With males in the herd, we are only a well-placed nest away from helping these animals start a new lineage. It's not an objective that I will set, but I will always support breeding dinosaurs wherever possible.
We've done a fantastic job taking care of the dinosaurs so far, and that's great. Really great. But maybe it's time we take as much care of our bottom line, eh? You see, our guests need caring for just as much as our animals.
A nest,
they need hotels to sleep in, restrooms to answer nature's call. A comfortable site draws in more guests, and I'm very much a people person. I'm especially a people with spending money person.
I'm down anyway. Accommodation and restroom. Wait, what? These things. 230 grand. Holy schmolies. There were only 50 grand to... No. No, maybe not. They were about 400 grand, weren't they? Good luck. Yeah, these things, you want to get rid of these things in your play sessions as soon as possible. It costs way too much money. Right, so restroom coverage, okay. Lose. Now, normally it would show you the... Oh look, it actually shows you community ones. Right, doesn't matter what we're doing for this tutorial bit. Let's just stick one in the middle there, fairly central. There's 50%, so maybe we'll put another one. And this ends. That will probably get us to the 50%. Accommodation rating, so it wants a hotel of some kind. This is a small hotel. Alpine ones actually got smaller footprint. Would look nice.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your comfort, we've increased the hotel capacity of the park.
Okay, so does that meet all the requirements? They want guests up to 200. Well, that'll probably just take care of itself. These guys keep getting out. I think we're good now though, because the fence is all back powered again. They're a lot quicker at doing it than doing it manually. I noticed the vehicles in this can be a little bit buggy, the layout compared to the second game. They seem to do some random weird stuff. Right, that's probably not helping the guest situation with the roaming dinosaur, but... Because normally, I mean, a lot of this stuff might not be available, but yeah, you would build a small power station because they're 50,000 and then cost, you know, several thousand upkeep. But these things are like 108, nearly 200 to build, and they're for like 350 to 400,000 to fill them up. It's tutorial stuff, so they're just giving us what they're giving us. Limitations. I like these light pole things.
Looking good so far. FYI, we've got number crunchers behind the scenes collecting info on the site's appeal, how guests are feeling, and my favorite bit, our amenity sales. Take a look.
Right, so this is pretty similar to the last game. UI looks better, a bit more information. I like the appeal modifiers showing here is good. So what's it asking us to do? Click on this and look at the...
Ooh, those amenity sales could be a lot less red.
Yeah, want food, drink,
How
shopping.
sites like this one make money is pretty straightforward. See, if we have incredible animals on site and the guests can see them, then we'll sell plenty of entry tickets. And as long as we keep our guests comfortable and make sure they approve of what we're doing, we'll sell even more entry tickets. That's when we hit them with some excellent food, drinks, and shopping amenities to really bump up our income. As we seem to be lacking in the amenities department right
Why is
now,
everybody
we should
running here?
really get that fixed.
Okay, let's bung these in.
You know, I created Din to support dinosaurs and bring people joy. And there's nothing more joyful than good food, good drinks, and reasonably priced merchandise. Think of the site's profits as a measurement of joy. Building amenities near popular attractions will make profits go up, and needless to say, that's the direction that profits should be going in. You can kit out amenities however you like, but you're not shooting in the dark. Our data geniuses will show you in real time how different products or features will impact guest satisfaction, and how that equals more profit.
Good shot.
Refueling generator.
Right, so let's just configure these then. So Arc is giving us it's just gonna let me change it. Change products. Oh, so pause it. What are they giving us in the way of gas? I kind of wish that was staying at the top. We need to go into ba-da-bum, ba-da-bum. Where is our guest thing? Right, here we go. Demographic. What word I was looking for. So mostly green, followed by white, and then orange. But technically a bit of everything. But yeah. Green, white, orange. Remember whatever. So that's fine. There's a bench sheet. Let's add, I think, a fossil and a fountain. And this one, orange. Can I do a white and green? And milkshakes. Okay, and then let's do 2 slots. I think you'd upgrade. Do you upgrade these now in this game? Doesn't say so. Maybe it's just in the bigger building. Normally you'd have more slots than that, even for the. Okay. We will put in booth seating, which gives me white and orange. So then I want green. And green and orange. What was booth? That's orange. That's white and orange. Green and white, green and orange, or just green. Green and white. Not sure why this green is so low. Well, I guess it paused, didn't we? Yeah.
You're not going to believe what I found. Well, okay, my lawyers pointed it out to me, but same thing. We have more land than I thought. I trust it'll be put to good use. Wink, wink. More dinosaurs and more revenue. Wink, wink.
While this particular site is owned by Mr. Finch, I thought it best to still define some specific targets to work towards.
Right, so this is probably turning a little bit more into the campaign now then from the tutorial, by the looks of it. So yeah, park ratings. Is this what we've done or what it's doing? This is our target, so they want skills of 50, income of 500,000, 50 animals, 1,000 guests.
Remember, satisfying these goals will define this site's overall park rating. Our park ratings prove that we can manage sites and make clients happy, which helps me expand DIN globally.
I cannot believe the momentum that DIN has suddenly gained. Kira, you've been talking to potential clients, right? Any, good news?
I'm close to securing a new site now. Follow my advice on increasing our reputation and park ratings, and our proposition will be irresistible.
Right, so this is turning into a little bit more campaigny, then I need to be a bit more careful then where I put things. I think the profit's going to be pretty easy to do, isn't it? Out of these. I don't know what is our current profit? It's all the same. Our current profit is 141, so yeah, I'm gonna hit that pretty quickly, I would have thought. Make sure I hit it. I could probably get rid of a scientist. But we've just whacked in these. That's making 20 grand. That's making 22. That's making 18. But this guy. That's we can.
Asset to be collected.
Right, so we're obviously going to come out here as well. Right, well I kind of messed around with the paths and the buildings, whatever, but it's turning into...
The conservation sector have asked me to keep an eye on DIN long term, so consider me an official advisor. And on that topic, your reputation with the conservation sector would only improve if we had more naturally bred dinosaurs on site.
Asset transportation underway.
They want 50 points of all the scientists. Quite a lot, isn't it? I guess unless you add them all up, but... I mean, that's 5, and that's 4. But it's actually better to train them than just keep adding more scientists. It's cheaper on the salaries, but... I got training on here near? No. I'm not going to do that at the moment because we're trying to hit this profitability figure. What do these colours mean? It's the percentage. That's 84, that's 83. That one done. What have I got in fossils? Nothing at the moment, so where are the guests coming from? this. Dino Center. There's the arrival point. Okay. That's quite nice, isn't it? Like this, or with the bus stop thing. Liking that. That a lot. Oh, okay, so they're coming in here, straight into the Dino Center then. The Shotton Hotel nearby. Another hotel's going to add... What's my power consumption? I need to replace this as soon as possible. I think I might do that now. Oh, it's not going to let me. Okay, got the money for the profitability. Pause it a sec. So I'm going to need to start researching stuff. Medium. Let's do that. Fossils, right. 640, I'll take that. And it's probably best. I usually wait till I can fill up all the slots. Otherwise, you're paying 50 grand because it's the same fee no matter how many slots. So, can we upgrade any of our buildings? I think it's all going to be still locked because of research. Okay. We need to focus a little bit on research. Right, I did the profitability thing, so until the next one comes out, so I was thinking of adding another hotel. But we could wait. Oh, I was going to check the power, wasn't I? So we're using 15 out of 30, which is quite a lot. And I can't replace this thing. Here's power. Here, isn't it? I need to do the staff centre so I can train up the 4 upgrades. A little bit better laid out this, so this is the power one though. Small power station. I need 7 total for the... Yeah, I think I'll do this. I don't think they've done it, have they, in this game? It would have been good if you could have queued up at least, say, one other, like one thing and then queued up the next thing. Because we're actually researching at the moment, so yeah. And then viewing galleries, 100k. Is you were able to, in the last game, you were able to research more than one thing. As long as you had couldn't do more than one expedition, so can we? I think it's just because we've used all the scientists. And that's only 3. We've got enough to do that, so it must be it's not letting me do more than one. That's weird, because saying last game you could research. Probably shouldn't have done that first, could have waited on that. Anyway, let's get this done then. Oh, there is 2 speeds on this one. It's just changing it on the tutorial. Would I recommend skipping out on 2 and going straight to this? I think as a game, yes. Because they're a little bit too similar, these games, you know, and the thing, but of course with the better building and the only thing is 2 has a lot more dinosaurs in it. Sort of 50 more dinosaurs, but then they keep adding, you know, the DLC that's come out for this one. I mean, if you're only paying a few quid for the second game and you've never tried the games, so the negative things about this game, and they're not huge negatives because it's not a hugely expensive game, it's on sale and stuff, it's 30 something or whatever, but is the cost of this game, the need for more modern good equipment to run the game, you know, slightly better PC and console and stuff. I don't know what console situation is with these, but there's nothing specific in 2 that goes, oh, I must have 2 before I do 3 or something, because the UI is better in this, and it's just got less dinosaurs and it's more expensive. But then, you know, this has got better graphics, it's got much better building because you've got the modular building and stuff. So, but I don't regret getting 2 and playing it, and I still might go back and do a bit of 2. And 2's graphics are good. They're not. It's not like this is a whole new thing. These are just better. You can tell that, you know, they've got a little bit more detail. The game is super fast. But yeah, but you know, I mean, you could get the other game for probably less than 10 quid on. Let me just check what it is on loading. Jurassic World 2. But if you were to get 2 with all the DLC, you'd be looking at like 30, and then it's like, well, there's no point doing that and getting all the DLC for 2. I mean, this is only about 40 or so dinosaurs behind 2, but I know they added like 10 or 12 or something when, and there's going to be another. They're probably going to release a fairly decent expansion for this every 3 to 4 months, couple of years. So Loaded's got Jurassic World 2 for most of the DLC are about £2 to £3, say £3, £2.39. Jurassic World 2. That's kind of weird. They don't have the game. You know, and I know for your case you might be doing it on Plus and all that sort of stuff, but they actually don't have to. I've got it notified, so it's come offloaded. But no, I think generally I would say, you know, if you haven't got any of them, then just get the last one. You know, get this one. Would probably be the best advice. Okay, so let's research this power if we can. I like the colour flashes and new stuff. I still wish they colour this a bit differently, but I like the amber stuff when it's new and got nice quick big green ticks and stuff. So the UI's better. Right, I think I'll do this first. I need 3 and I've got 4. And then we'll do this after, because this is going to allow me to train the star. There's a few key things now I have in my head which you have to sort out in any game now, really. It's like power and get the scientists right. Don't over-employ the scientists, train them. Right, take photo worth 54,000. That's probably quite easy to do. Have a revenue of 230 per minute. I think that's probably the easiest. We'll take a quick photo. Velociraptors. Oh, we can get 3 in the same. Like we're eating and chomping on a... I think that's going to be worth enough. It's only 2 of them in. 18,000. Three in the same place. If they were eating or hunting, you'd probably get 27. Closer together there, but 28. I'm gonna take that for money anyway. I think 29. It's not 54. Let's see if maybe taking a bunch of these gets us more money. There's a lot more dinosaurs. Eating and what have you. Yeah, 140. There we go. There we go. That's that task done then. 140 plus 350. So we need to get the park rating up 0.3. We do actually have young being born here. That's good. It was like this stuff, like when it pings and shows you, it's just much better way of seeing what's available. Anyway, we're not going to do those. I'm going to focus on the power if I can. I need 7, but rather than, well, I probably will hire a scientist, but it can get out of control. Let me train these. So the way this works, and it looks like it's the same. Oh, I need to do this staff center. I need to build it. If this acts the same as the other, you pay 50 grand to upgrade, and then you can upgrade them normally 1 point until you do another upgrade which does 2 points, and then another upgrade which allows 3. But it's 50 grand no matter what, so if they can do 2 points, where do I want to put this in? It doesn't really matter because you don't get to, you have to do the park. I get this probably just in here somewhere will be fine. But the generator, I mean, I've got like fairly easy money. We got 10 million or something because this is still a sort of campaign tutorial sort of thing. So But I need to get rid of this generator. Right, so now we've got that, I should be able to train these. So then you get the train thing, but because I still don't have an upgrade, you can only train them. You've only got 1 point, and then you can apply it wherever you want. Well, at the moment, putting it in logistics, and then well, actually, it's a lot more money in this game. It's 50 grand in the other game, so it's 150 in this. But once you improve, you'll be able to, I think, do up to a maximum of 3 or maybe 4 points, but it will cost the same amount of money. So I'll get some of these up and pay that money now. But if I go back to research and we look at, I'm not sure where it will be here. So yeah, this says scientist training up to level 3. So, and then you've got this one, which is Staff Center 2. And Staff Center 3 allowing training up to level 4 and then training up to level 5. People are, but it's the number of points that you can train them. So I'm actually going to do this one if I can. I need 5. I'll use all of them to do that. I'll get that one going. Sooner you can get that up, the more efficient your scientists and staff will be. Pretty much what I did in the last game. It's giving me land out here, but it's not giving me really. Got pretty big enclosures. I do like the fact the maps are bigger in this game, generally, although they still could be bigger in my view. Yeah, and obviously after we do this staff second level, I will do, we probably want to upgrade buildings at least the first level, and that's going to be, well, we need to do the power, and then what's the thing, core upgrades, be this one. Yeah, so the control center, you'll be able to have cost reductions, efficiency upgrades, hatchery defense, operations, power, defense. I mean, all the tech is useful. But yeah, probably this then, and then probably that. But I need to get my operations to 7. Now with the trading, well, we can get it to 6. I'm probably still going to have to hire another scientist. Maybe 1 more for the moment. So somebody with good logistics. We got 3-3. So he's good, but he's 310 grand. 6,002. I've noticed the wages so far in this game seem a bit lower, which is a bit better, but like the others used to be like sometimes 15 off the bat or 10. 322, 1,500. It's got the cheapest salary. Also these bonuses, so one of the ones where you go, where you decrease the research costs, some of the costs are really, these are task times, but sometimes you'll see one that says reduce the actual cost, you know, because if it's like 500 grand for an expedition and you got a 50% cost reduction, it makes a huge difference. But most of these are the salaries or efficiencies, so I think this guy that was 2 grand would be fine for me at the moment. 15 and 3, 2 and 2, 75 grand. So yeah, because he's a 3, so I've got the 7 now, and we'll get this one up to, can't do it at the moment because we're currently training, but or did that just finish? we should hit park rating 2.5 anyway, just without doing too much. But yeah, I mean, if you were downloading the games on your PlayStation Plus, weren't you, or something? As far as like storage, and if you've never played, if you haven't really started or done anything with 2, then I would probably just do this. But again, you know, it's these games, so many good games, you know, £20, £40, £60, but you won't catch me getting GTA 6. Loving the money in that. I'll probably watch people, but I'm not. I mean, first of all, the game's doing nothing new. I mean, it's going to be going around killing people and running people over, and not really that much new stuff in the game. There's a lot of people saying, I mean, I think none of the original people that wrote any of the none of the people are Rockstar anymore. It's all different. And it's like woke. So I watched a video, like all the stories like since COVID have been really like wokish and stuff. They got rid of a lot of the swearing and all the sort of stuff that made the game what it was, because it was just GTA used to be the game that you know, when you were young, your parents wouldn't let you get. Now it's like it's been sanitized, and we'll have to see. But it's the same writers that have done some of the online content. When the game comes out, there's not going to be online until at least next year. So you only be able to play it solo player. It's going to be the most expensive, so you're either looking at 80 quid or 100. And you can't play online, and it's going to have woke stories. So again, like it's like if I ever got it, I would get it like 6 to 12 months after it's come out. Some sort of heavy discount, all that premium pricing's gone off. And see what it is. But if the feedback, but I kind of think with that game, it's like, I think the only way sort of down. I don't think, you know, I'm not saying it's going to be a rubbish game or anything. Of course it will be good and a lot of people will like it, but I just won't be queuing up, pre-ordering or doing any of that stuff. You know, with that kind of money, I could get 3 AAA games or 4 games. You know, if you haven't got SnowRunner, I'd buy SnowRunner. If you haven't got, you know, Shrouded or Stalker or this, or you know, you could buy these. And then indie games, you could probably get something like 10 indie games for cost of that. I'll probably watch more of it, like on people's channels, you know, people that get, but don't forget, a lot of people that promote this game and they don't have to pay for the game. They get it given to them. Did you see the story about that guy that spent 50 grand buying, no, not 50 grand, he bought 50,000 copies of the game because he thought he could resell them. And they're not bringing out a digital disc. So even if you buy the physical game, it's just a code. And he's, I mean, what a prat. Honestly, man, there's some stupid people out there in the world. I mean, it could have all been rubbish or something, because he posted this, I've taken money out of my pension fund and my 401k, and I've invested in pre-ordering all these hard copies of, you know, GTA 6 to resell them. It's like, well, they're never going to run out because it's just a digital code, so you're not going to be able to affect, you know, availability. And as I say, the physical copy doesn't have a disc; it's just a code. So. Yeah, but believe me, the thing that will determine whether the game is liked or not will be the character. If it's woke, if it's, I mean, yeah, GTA was always like racist and abusive and, you know, brutal, and I mean, it was just like, holy cow, man, you know, in a sort of a, you know, they took the mick out of everybody, whether it be, you know, coloured people, white people, poor people, rich people. I mean, it was always the extreme. And you play the game and go, wow, okay, I can run over this rich dude with a briefcase or something and shout all these obscenities out the window. And apparently if you look at the stories of stuff that have come out, sorry, the DLCs that have come, the characters that have been created, they're all like just really wishy-washy. Hey man, go find yourself. And if that's the main story and the characters, then people aren't going to enjoy it. You know, nobody's got, you know, like the Trevor character. I mean, that Trevor character was so vile, and like, you know, he's living with some old granny. Go, oh, yeah, I'd do her everything. You know, I mean, if it's not all that, then people, it's just going to be bland, and people won't. So I don't know. We'll wait to see, but I certainly won't be buying it on launch or pre-ordering it or anything. And you know, I mean, I know it's already sold bucket loads, but honestly, some people are just, you know, their money, isn't it? Right, so is this stuff sent at 2's a minute 22? Let's just speed that up a bit then. 2.4. I think we're going to get, you know, we're just like young being born and all this sort of stuff. I need to get this done, but
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a Corythosaurus to the park.
I have some rather incredible news.
okay.
Dr. Baldera will be joining DIN full-time. And with his breeding expertise and our brilliant park management skills, the sector representatives have offered their support as well. There is just one uncharacteristically quiet voice left. Dr. Malcolm?
I'm sure this is going to shock you, but I'm still skeptical. I mean, what you've done here is impressive, but, you know, haven't we walked this path of good intentions before? At the same time, I'm nothing if not wildly curious, and if there's one thing that ambitious projects need, it's a voice of reason. So, here I am.
Well, sounds like everyone's pretty much on board. Din has hope, and I won't have to sleep in my nephew's basement. Fantastic! All right, don't keep me waiting. Where are we heading next?
Right, so now I've got level 2 on the training, so now I've got 3 points to spend for the same amount of money. Well, it was in the other game, we'll see how it is. Oh, okay, no, they've changed it. Okay. But you can do more points at any one time. They've changed that quite a lot, actually. Expensive. But anyway, that lets, so you can, you know, get rid of the 4, round them off a bit. Don't do too many, rather than keep employing people. So I'll let that go. Next thing I want to do on the research for this is the power. And we need 7, so 3, 6. Just use that. It's 350, we'll get that done. And then I can build the power thing and get rid of this thing that's cost me $500,000 at a time. Doesn't last very long either. I've got 120 fuel out of 300. Wow, that was quick. Right. Let me pause that a sec. So I can build this. I don't think this really matters where you put it, because you have to run it. I'll probably put it out here. I don't know, kind of wouldn't mind it down here where there's all this ground. Since it's in water, so actually get rid of that. Let me build over it. And then I'll just run the okay, and then we need substations Pylon. Pylon. Some type of pylon. Not sure what that one does. Right, so I kind of want this substation to replace this. See where these goes, but I'll put them anywhere for now. We can always move them, but I think that's going to power everything. Put a path in. Do those building upgrades as well. Are we researching anything right now? I'm not. Let's see. What was it? Basic building upgrades. No. This one. 3. And he's got the cheaper research, so instead of 100 it's cost us 70. Let's get that done. I need to connect this. How do I get there? Connect these two up. Connected either. Because I don't think that's going to... I want to take this away, you see. I probably will do it when it runs out of fuel. And then these things have an upgrade which give out 50% more power. But it's locked behind that. Because this gives out 60, this gives out 30, so I'm going to get rid of this. I'm not going to refill it, basically. If you sell it, I get 49 grand back. Maybe less because when the fuel's gone. Right. Let's click this then. New site available, Clark County. Not going to make me go to a new site, is it? It's just something.
You are doing incredible work on this site. With a little more space to build, perfection may well be within reach. But I'm hitting something of a wall in that respect. And that wall is the owner of the adjacent land. They refuse to do business with us without a certain degree of respect from the industry sectors.
Well, it's not the first time I've been denied entry due to my reputation. Or lack thereof. Either way, I guess we keep working at other sites, then come back here when we're good and known. But I'm a big picture kind of guy, so someone else can handle the specifics of that. That's delegation.
Okay, pause a sec. Core upgrades is done, so that means I should have... Some of these aren't that useful in the core stuff because it's storm defense and it's pretty expensive, and you have to pay. Even if you switch them, you have to pay. So, but cheaper research, definitely. Now we did have 10, 11 million or so. I need to keep an eye on, because it would have gone. Let's have a look. What are we doing? We've got 111. Profit 189. So, and then where's the staff building? The staff building upgrade is just, yeah, I tend to go with all these cost stuff if I can. 10% less. I don't think these have, I kind of would like these to have upgrades, just like, you know, maybe you could click an upgrade and it would be 10% more business, or, you know, 5% reduction in future small amenities or something like that. They've got nothing, you know, so again, I don't really understand why you wouldn't just improve on that. None of these have upgrades, so the hatchery will have an upgrade. Let's have a look if that's got anything apart from storm. Probably just storm, because again I would do cheaper genetics when I unlock it. This one is going to be locked apart from storm defense, but they can be quite costly to repair, so I don't know if this tutorial is going to give me storms. It probably will, but it's probably going to control them to not be too many. Challenges tend to have more of them. This one, let's have a look. What have we got? Cheaper expeditions, definitely. They're flipping expensive. But it is something you've got to remember to go around and do and click all these things, because it doesn't really improve construction. 20% reduction of cost, yeah. So I've done that. I've done the fossil building. I don't think this has anything. This is a new thing, isn't it? This Dino Center, but it's just an attraction. Did the expedition. We just make sure I'm not forgetting this thing. Maintenance. Right, it's just storm defense. I'm not going to spend the money on storm defense just yet. This one up here, probably going to be... I quite like advanced scanners because a 90% reduction, because it does take a time. So it's almost twice as quick to just scan. These things, dart rifles aren't too, and then of course, so you'd either... I'll tend to pick advanced scanners first. We checked the power thing, didn't we? This hatchery I've only got the one of, I think. Oh no, that's cheaper genetics when we can do it, but that's going to be... Oh, that's all the way at the end of there. Right, so I think that's all the buildings until we can do the hatchery cheaper stuff and the power output. I've got some orange tags on this because we've got medium stuff now. I'll probably... Might be best just to replace these with mediums rather than add them, but I don't know whether they would fit in. Let's... I don't know, actually, I think it will fit in. Let's try this then. This was a drink. This was making 36 profit. Make more profit than the old game, and economy is a bit different than this one. Well, let's do a test with this one. So let's delete this. So I'm going to get 13 grand back, which isn't very much. We're going to put a medium drinks in. It's 50 grand. Right, our demographics, I don't know, we'll Pretty much the same, I imagine. Yeah, we've increased a bit, but it's still green, white, and orange is the priorities. So if we go to this, yeah, we don't want the dark orange, so we need to change this to energy drinks would be good. Because then it's or white and green. Milkshakes are going to be better. And now it's a medium, we can actually do three things. So let's do, if I can do 3, maybe I can do, these have the biggest arrows. Fossil, I got yeah, bean bags. And then is there a 3 for an orange? There is a fountain. That's going to give me the most boost. We'll let that just settle in. Yes, 358 at 800. 358 out of 400. Now obviously we won't get a heck of a lot more because that's the general park thing. We've got a lot more, but already it's profit. See, its profit's now 42, so these were 32, so it's, I think that's going to go up over 50, and it can potentially be a lot more. So I think I'll do that with these then. The earlier I do them the better. So, and I know we can do more, but let's do a food one. Medium. So, I mean, that's fine, bento sushi, because it's white and orange. Let's just check there aren't 3s that are mixed. No, that's fine. So let's do the same thing here then. Let's do fossil, fountain, I know. Fossil's great. I need the white one. Beanbags. There we go. I don't know why that's not higher then. The fossils. 3 arrows green. It's the whole thing's not on the cusp, but I think that's going. It's already making more than it was before. So that will help our profitability. So I think we probably best do this with this as well. Get a medium shop in here, and I'll probably keep the mediums, and then if we get larges on this sandbox thing, then we can put those in the new area. Okay. So this is defaulted to books, and it's green and orange, which is fine. Or I'll do green and white, which would be fossilized teeth. Now I think the white's a bit higher than the orange, so I'm actually going to do that. Fossilized teeth. Okay, so then let's do couches. Statue. Possible display maybe. A bit short on the orange, aren't we, in statues? I think I'll be alright once it sorts itself out. Okay. Upgrade and maintenance facility. What are these? I don't know what that symbol means. think it's something to do like this. I think that's park rating, and this is. Right, I need to send out an expedition. They should be a little bit cheaper because of the cost thing we did. 92. Do that. Right, okay, let's go back to our look. So we've got the add and upgrade to a maintenance facility now. Of course, we just did all that with a. It says to a maintenance facility. Maintenance facilities are really. I don't know, is that a different building or it is? Oh, hang on, we've got maintenance. This is maintenance, so. Okay, I'll give it Storm Defense because I think the contract's going to pay for it. Pretty much. Okay, that's that done. Increase your reputation with the. Okay, so that symbol is the security sector. So yeah, upgrading fences and stuff. So let's go back to search. Probably upgrade these fences. 5. Do that. It's going down. No, that looks up to me. Okay, they want. We need to get 6 more species. That's in. Now let's have a quick look. Have I got something new that would. So they're all in there, aren't they? So I think those 3 are in there. Let me just double check. So we've got the Cories, we've got the Lokis, Cory Lokis. What else have we got in here? Cories, Lokis. Maybe I thought there was something else in here. Let's check the site map. We've got the Lokis, Cories. So it's only the 2 then. There's quite a lot of dinos in there now with the baby thing. So we can probably add these fellas, can't we? Now, this is where this game improved for me with the thing, because you can click info and see all this stuff, which. So they dislike hybrid carnivores and therosaurs, which is fine. So I think they'll be fine to put in. See what they look like. That's the male. And we've got an 82% genome, so I don't know. We haven't done modification yet in this tutorial. It works a bit different here, but not sure I like this UI better than the other one, because the other one was a little bit more visual. This has all got. But if you've got any reds, again, you can knock them out. What we could do is we could improve their lifespan. So, can I do these? I need... No, we're actually short of the scientists, so we'll do those then as soon as these jobs are done. Probably got to go to the supermarket tomorrow or something, so I may not get on until after lunch tomorrow. PC emitting. So a lot of what I've done we did. So we've got several things going here. Obviously if I upgrade all the enclosure security settings, it's going to take care of that. Increase your reputation with the entertainment sector. Now that's interesting because entertainment did have its own thing. We had theatres, and I don't think I've got any of that unlocked at the moment. Attractions. I don't see movie theatres there. It was probably hidden behind, see this stuff. So it's there, so I need to... Like the balloon tour would be good, so let's have a look. It'll be all under research, won't it? Tours. So what have we got? We've got viewing gallery 2. Dinosaur gives access to additional dinosaur attractions. 67,000. And this one is Avery viewing. Let's do this. Get that done. He can... It does actually let me research things two at a time. It's a bit difficult in some of these tutorial things because campaigns, because they sometimes put restrictions on things that you would otherwise be able to do in Sandbox. Or cool. So this thing, I sell it now. Is it? Well, it's still 49 grand, so maybe I'll get that for the building. I mean, we didn't pay for it; it was there. I need to get back up over 10 million. Okay, so we've now got more viewing galleries, so that will help us. And I'm going to probably do some of these, but we've got to wait for. So yeah, we've now got the remote viewing entrance, the viewing gallery, the log. We had all these in the last game, and the lagoons. The viewing platform. This one looked like military, that one. I still prefer this one, but it was pretty much the same as I had in the last game. There's sort of the Europa Alpine ones I quite like. So we could put this. And I wish they didn't restrict some of the maps like this, you know. Put one up here or something. Great view. Let's have a look. Can we get one in? Probably want one in each enclosure. That just goes nicely in there.
We have added a new viewing platform, ready for you to gain an elevated view of our wonderful dinosaurs.
Okay. The electricity thing's done. Let's get another one of these in. I've got two viewing platforms there. I'd like one around the back here, but we haven't got the land. So if I put one maybe here then and run the road round. Really? It does let me put it up there. How would you get a road up there? I'd be interested to try this, you know. Or is this just going to take the rock out? That's a great view. Weird, it allowed me to put it in. It's buried in the rock. Connect to path then.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have added a new viewing
Works. It's got some height to it. I'll go with that for
view
the...
of our wonderful dinosaurs.
I mean, you'd probably delete the rock, but then I'd probably end up... Yeah, it all looks like it's one item and then the whole enclosure would mess up. Well, that's good. Let's look at our research again. Got loads of things to do. Right, so let's do this. This wants 3. Rest of scientists here. Oh, well, I don't know at the moment. Thank God they're not. In the other game, it was like you have to keep paying money. But maybe it's still... I think they were 2 hours. I think it's 4 in this by the look of it, but... We seemed odd. Even like, you know, I always thought, we'll just balance it differently, make other things more expensive. It's like, it seemed weird paying somebody 67 grand in the other game to have a sleep for 2 hours. Okay. All looking good. So, with those viewing things we've got, so I probably want to put a log in here somewhere. But whacking up our... I'll actually put it because it would block. I'll put it over here. Get it in here. And run the entrance out here.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have added a new viewing gallery, ready for you to observe our magnificent animals.
Right, so already, well, we did the 2.5, didn't we? We're heading to... we need more guests, which we're going to get now with some of the things I'm adding, but adding hotels that allow more guests to stay, and then more dinosaurs. So can we do this dinosaur that I was going to do? Yeah, begin task, and we need 3 points, so go for them. Okay, and then that'll be the 5th, then we'll need another 5 species after that, so maybe we could do a lagoon or something, or aviary out here. Dinosaur encounters unlocks. Right, so I'm now going to do probably the aviary one. Don't have the scientists at the moment. Fossils. Sell that. Right, I've got enough. Fill up 9 out of 10. Don't have scientists. Yours costs 13 mil on... What costs 13 mil on the DLC? Might as well just let that run down. There's no advantage doing it early. A scientist, oh wow. Yeah, bit different then. Yeah. These things are all quite cheap, and this is but you did the same tutorials, this and stuff, didn't you? So fairly similar to the other game. In fact, they're a little bit lower at the start. You know, these are quite expensive, 200-300 grand, but we got a few. Doorbell. I think I've got a delivery. 1 sec. I was hoping somebody would do a cost reduction on research. Right, that person needs to rest. They're not costing me money. I mean, they might do in other things. Oh, very little to drink and eat today. Need to go shopping. So, right, what are we doing? What are the focuses? So we just got to get these levels up then, which we're working on. 2 scientists sleeping. Money's going up, heart rating's going up. Ultimately, it probably wants us to get...
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a Lokiceratops to the park.
And I mean, it's quite good, but I was wondering if I could have changed that sound even higher, like the park. But it's not what you said. The voice was quite loud. I don't think it has a separate thing, does it? It would probably be under this, but... And it depends where you are on the map, because you can hear them when you zoom in close and then you don't hear them when you zoom out. Because I'm thinking, how much land did they give us? And it wasn't a lot, so I'm thinking I might put an aviary here. And then if this is going to be a big land, then probably that's where you'd put the lagoon. That's the way this part of the campaign's going. Then gates. Spend too much on building, but we've got to do. But then I would do a path. I did say a standard path. What path have they used as standard? I wish there was a bit of a curve. Like natural. You know, like you get in some of the other builder games. Anyway. So we haven't unlocked aviaries yet, I think. Or did we train it? Let's have a look. Closures. Aviary. So I need to do that. It says progress through Clark County, Nevada. Not going to let me do it. Maybe we can't do an aviary then. No. What was this one? Hatchery upgrades. Don't have enough research people. Skill points, I mean. Right, the other thing we need to probably do is not so much genome stuff. What was the thing that does these things, the dig sites? Did they call this different? Because dig sites makes a lot more sense. I think it was called something else in here. See, I like this where they're showing colours now of the dinosaurs here rather than just a shadow. Like even here with the build, I wish these were all like filled in colours instead of like, why couldn't they have done this more like with the buildings and especially with the whole new game. Anyway, what should I research? Well, I was going to do aviary stuff, but I need to start adding some carnivores. But actually for some of these tutorials and campaigns, because like if you can, like the herbivores, you can get a lot more mixed dinosaurs in one enclosure with the herbivores generally, and then you can do some of the small stuff. Like these things. So I need 4 and 1. It's great though, isn't it? My lovely new path. Build it and they will come. So we did get the fence thing done, one level. So let's have a look. I've only got it. Small electrified fence, small electrified fence. What's the difference between these then? Wait, what? That's quite nice having that. It'll pop up. Yeah, much nicer. Little keep tabs with your pause this a sec. Right, so if I put replace on, what are these fences? These fences are a 2. They're 2 lots of 2s. They both. Oh, I think this is this the. It looks different. Got this. Got lasers between the. Do that just to see what it looks like. Yeah, it looks different. I don't think it is a laser though. It's just a narrow. I mean, they're probably better because they're less obstructive than these. But if we want to get the rating up, we need to get these to 3s, don't we? So then, if I go 3 and I do base, now this is going to really add to the power. It's actually quite costly. Not costly in money, but costly in... Because essentially we've gone 2, 2, 2, so I've increased my electricity use, I think, by 4. Let's sell this thing now. Just a bit worried if everything's going to be covered or not. Okay, nothing's gone offline, so that's good. So yeah, 39 out of 60. Let's test this. So if we change this, wrong thing. Replace. What was it? 39. Remember that figure. 39. Because if you do the whole enclosure, it's crazy. If I upgrade that and that, has that made that 41? No. Okay, so it's not working in direct. Okay. Not quite sure how it works out then, but a little bit more leeway. But I know some of my challenges are just take a massive enclosure, upgrade it all, and suddenly had no power. It's gone up to 40. Okay. So did it go, what was it before? 18, I'm not sure. Right, well let's get the rest of this enclosure done and then we'll see. I need to be careful because, well, I can pause it, but it doesn't build it. And do it bit by bit. Dinosaur threat, yeah, they've got out, haven't they? Anyway, I plan to put some of the bigger animals in here if it lets me. Right, that's a 3 all the way around then. Let's get rid of that little bit. It's still an 18 though, so I don't know if that really is. This is already a 3. Why are these like going mental? Right. Have a look, because yeah, I mean it's gone from 39 to 43. Probably okay to do this enclosure as well. That needs maintenance, really. This is in range, so it should. It's self-fixed, I think. If that's what he's here to do, but let me just maybe do it manually rather than wait. Okay.
Assuming control.
They've got a separate. They're not the maintenance guys, are they? These guys are the maintenance guys. Right, have we... Okay, so I can add that. Have we got... Does this centre get added to... Change the skin? What do we like? I like the default blue, to be honest. Doesn't seem to be an allocation thing per se. I like though that I don't have to drive around quite so much to do that. I can do it. These guys here have tasks. I was wondering if I could have added these. And so they're already assigned. So if they're assigned, why can't I assign this then? Assigned ranger teams, capture team. Why would that ranger post there not have? Oh, hang on. Oh, hang on. We've got a ranger post. And then these are maintenance posts, which are a completely different thing. Where do I build maintenance posts? Up here. Okay. I need something up here then, because I haven't got anything up here. Let's add that. Okay, that's fine. That's what we were missing. Right, so I will do that and add. Yeah, they've separated the they've separated the jobs, which is better because it allows a bit of configuration. Okay, we're still on 18 though, so the security sector. So I wonder if that's other stuff. Let's maybe do this one. 92, that's expensive. 138. 14,000. Do these. Carnivore, but goat milkshake. We change the signage like we could. Change products, change features. In the other game we had edit group. What's the you could change the layout and stuff in the second one, can you? Can you not do that in this one? Look like you can. I mean, obviously you can edit blueprint and do it that way, but it's a bit busy here, isn't it? I've got people in slow mode for whatever reason, but so what do I need to do for the wider paths? Guess stuff normally. Here it is, this one. We need entertainment reputation. Okay, so how do I get entertainment? That's large hotel. That's the rail. Actions. Need to get that done soon. Kind of think I should get this done. Like, it's always a problem if you know, all your dinosaurs start dying and you can't even fix them. Yeah, a lot of this entertainment stuff is locked, isn't it? So I think it looks like... I don't see a theatre, but I'm wondering if this is locked behind here. Do this one, but I've got to wait for... I could maybe take on another scientist. Let's have a look. $226. And you eat into that pretty quick with a scientist. Need to try. I was going to say, I'll train this guy. I've just sent him on an expedition. Like this person, we can train. Freeze all round. Crowds are fairly similar. They look a little bit better spaced out and stuff than...
Over here.
I didn't even look in here. We've got all this stuff's really quite cool. Right, can walk in it. Oh yes, lovely, lovely. My God, it's amazing. Oh, toilets. Open building, power required. Park rating. We're on the road to that. It's probably most money. Let's choose that one. Is that not open? Where's the other one I put down? It's open. Right. Sell that. 90 grand. 90 grand. 130. 130. That's a nice bit of money. Right, so let's research some more fossils. I'll do that one and that one. So 2.9 going into 3, and we need 3.5 for the bonus. We probably won't get this. Probably won't do it in 9 minutes. Oh, I had this thing, didn't I? I didn't do. So maybe I'll do a male and a female. And we need 5 on the welfare. So if you want to stop creating babies, this is going to get pretty crowded in here. Do we... You can manually discard the eggs. We just... thrown 3 in one go there. So it did allow you to destroy the eggs. Obviously you can remove the...
We are pleased to welcome Lokiceratops to the park.
We can sell some. I was wondering if they had contraceptives like in Planet Zoo. Yes, variant. Now we've got different variants in this. Quite like 2 that's got the stuff on it. There's egg variants as well. Interesting. It's going to get pretty crowded in here. I'll kind of want to be able to just have a slider where I can turn it on and off. I mean, nest recovery time. It's not an off button, so to speak. You would have to, I guess, delete it. Yeah, these are the hybrids. So these are the things that aren't real because they're hybrided from the game, from the movies and stuff. The Indoraptor. But this guy, let's train him while he's back. He got 2 points. Do logistics. But it's gone up. They've got like, I mean, it's like a couple of, like, it was always 50 grand flat, whatever you did in training. Okay, so got a new viable genome now, which is good. Let's have a look at that, so we could maybe get that going, although he would want to go to the other, but we don't need to build a new. 57%'s a little bit low. That's just a... The world map is different from edition map. So it was this one I think we were doing. 5. Let's get that going. I think that's more people in there than that. They only ever had 2 or 3. I always like Planet Zoo was like better for the crowds and the people. We can switch camera Q and E. Hearing anything though. I just wish it would give you like a person you could free walk about would be better, I think. That. Ready to release from Babetown. I was thinking Babetown? What's Babetown? Oh yeah, that's right. Right, so this... Is this the... The male and female that I think they're not going to be a problem in this enclosure, although we've got...
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a Sora to the park.
Can't breed, increased discomfort. Breeding heat map. think it's probably because there's just too many dinosaurs then. Although it hasn't really had a chance to walk around. But yeah, this is going to be quite different. What's a bit more pasture, ground nut. Any ground nut. If you do it for one. This way, they highlight it. Some here. Don't fight amongst yourselves, you're only there. I think they're fine. They actually would like more adults with them, but probably not gonna. It's in ground leaf. All these guys are pissed off. More wetlands. '59's not great. Thing is, look at the pasture though. I might have to move the two that I've just made. It could bring quite a lot of problems. Anyway, I'm not too fussed about them too much at the moment. I thought the security rating would have gone up. Doing the gates. Is there something else that does security rating? One of those would. Additional upgrade slot. Additional upgrade slots for specific buildings. Ooh, that's locked behind security, reputation. All locked. I'm going to have to do this, and then I need 9. Use everybody. Let's sell that. Sell that. Okay. With these little fellows, I was going to do more. That'd be 6. And if we do that, I'll get it to 50. Because I've just used scientists. Right, let's just have a little look at the guest stuff again. Right, I put in 1 shelter, didn't I? I don't think I've got another. We probably should put in... I put 1 there, didn't I? Nothing up this end. Let's put 1 back here. And I think I'd like to do a medium hotel, but there isn't one. It goes small, large. I'm going to do another small hotel then, because I think that is limiting our park numbers a little bit. I'm going to put it back here somewhere, because I don't think... Oh, actually, they need views of the... Do they? Visible dinosaurs, yes. It helps if they can see, but I can't really. Could put 1 back here. I think this land's all going to open up at some point in the... I put it... like the power... Get it in here. Does it keep going blue and then... blocks off that way, but it will have a bit of a view.
The hotel capacity of the park.
Is that actually connected? Yeah. Not the best location there, but it will pick up a bit of views, but it will help me increase the park numbers. 3.1 for 3.5, so that's taken up. This guy's getting pissed off because I don't like it, so we'll start taking it out of nothing. I need to upgrade these to 3s. Let's do that. Love how equity's on it, it's like, it's fine. No gaps in the fence. Might be. Go up here. Quick, quick. I missed the room of park rating. I'll soon come back, but I think it's all 3 now, isn't it? And it just takes a while for it to catch up. Not quite real time with it. Have we got a medical thing on this? I don't think we have. Did notice, I think we had it unlocked. Or did we? Maintenance, response, medical. I don't think. Pretty huge this thing, isn't it? I don't want to be out here, but I haven't got the room yet.
Gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a Lokiceratops to the park.
I'm gonna have to put it in here, and we'll have to. Right, we need a power. That's this thing where it's like flashing. Connect that up. I might actually put another gate like here or something. Can I raise this land? Oh god. These guys are going mental that they don't have ground fibre. More of these than the others. Not even enough water, it says. That's going to annoy me though, having somebody saying, oh, I need more water, but I also need more wetland. And them being two different things. I know this probably costs money, but what that's costing me. Not sure it would be powerful here. Right, cheaper treatment. Okay, so can I add this medical thing? Yeah. That one. I haven't got any animals here. Well, I should have put these other guys in there. But we've got to do more species, so these things. Since I put them in, they kind of need different stuff from the others, so it's kind of messing everything up. I think I need to move them. Otherwise, what they look like. I think that was one of them. Oh God. What was the other one? See it. Right, let's move this fellow. Maybe we won't get on with these ones, I don't know. What's his name again? Mayasora. Was it the Mayosaurus? I don't know now. Yeah, it was the Mayosaurus. Right, so I need to get this one. I'll tell you what, I could take a photo, couldn't I? Try and get some money to get into that 300 grand. Right. Even though it won't be as much. Take another one. 33 grand. Okay, so let's move this fella then. I don't think they not get on with these again. It could be it's probably big enough that I can We've started to change this for the others, right? These guys.
Asset transported.
These guys want wetlands.
Transportation underway.
Okay. That's enough wetland, but now I need to up the ground fibre. Okay, now we need to up cover of it.
Transportation complete.
Do little tweaks and wetlands. '84. I hate this little game of like, oh, I've got too much of this to 86. Come on. 83. And this should be giving me wetland and cover, so. I even need this thing here. Using my ground fibre now. Let's get this wetland up over 100%. Ground fibre's shafted again. Intensity high, radius small.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be advised that our weather forecasts predict an incoming sandstorm.
Oh, sandstorm coming. You know, man, I can't get this right.
Ladies and gentlemen, our weather forecast has been updated. The sandstorm threat level has been raised.
Oh. Improve showers. Right, these guys are not happy. Mostly because of the population, but the ground nut, I need to give them some. I do like the little heart things being on it. Ooh, let's make this area then. I don't know, is this ground nut down here? Ah, it's sand. Ah, it's sand. I probably could do with another shelter around here. I've got this one here. I think I've done a bit of a better job of people running to the shelters in the second game. The other game it seemed like a lot of people just ran past it. Oh, people are going into the restaurants.
Please shield your eyes and proceed to take cover until the sandstorm has passed. Attention personnel.
Oh dear.
Have detected is across the site. Available personnel, please respond.
No problem. New power back on. Just on defense now, it's a bit of a waste of money, probably too late for this. Press R before you play so you can fine tune its rotation. I think it's just the saddle, if that needs repairing. I think it's... Yeah, he's doing it now. I was going to say I'll just drive him here and do it manually, but...
Attention.
He power's back on, but did these guys get out?
Is across the site. Available personnel, please respond.
These guys... I think it's really because... ground leaf and pasture. Bake. Back to doing the research tree. We haven't done much for a while and it's holding me up. Right, I've got pass. Do that. I. Wide pass all along here. Right.
Ladies
Those
and gentlemen,
cows.
the sandstorm has now passed. Please resume your normal activity.
Because this probably will cost me money with the like this. Is it? Where's the smoothing one? Smooth to bottom. Foods rate. No, it's not going to do it because I don't own the land. But okay, wide paths are done. So, get a path. So most of these paths are... So we can now do medium. And we can put in... luxury wide path. You put the place on. Quite expensive though, doing the paths. You know, 20 grand here, 20 grand there. Well, they're not too busy, I don't think they're... do it here as well. I'm not too congested, but spend some money. I like how it does sort of adjust. You don't get too many. I'm a bit mystified by the security because I thought that was going to be a lot to do with the fences and stuff, but upgraded 2 pens and it hasn't moved an inch. So yeah, I'm not too sure. Let me put one of these in this enclosure. We haven't got any viewing stuff over here. Let's put that there. And let's put the entrance. Got the gate there. Forget that you can move these around a lot better than before. Maybe with R key. Fighting with stuff to put it on. I'm going to get it in there, am I, because of this? Diana crows. put it? Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have added a new viewing gallery, ready for you to observe our magnificent animals.
Right, need to research more stuff. Actions. I can do the Avery now. Let's do that, because then I can get the species stuff done. So you can get past wider again. I think it's usually small, medium and large. Right. Do you know what to do about this reputation with the security sector? Because I thought it was doing the security gates and stuff, but it's not really leading me to wanted to do this still, didn't I? And that is locked behind the security reputation. I need 20, I've got 18. I mean, the part rating's going up and stuff. Improve the security here. Is it maybe just more shelters? Probably the only thing I can think of. So we haven't got any paths that are red. I'm not sure. Another one's really going to help. Let me just have a look at, have we got filters, dinosaurs, favourites, vehicle, power, calamities, and what it means by security. As you can see, I like the fact you can see the stuff that's grayed out. It's probably this. So let's have a look then. So I need to research. What do we do? Don't tell me I need higher security. God, chief security reputation of 20. Yeah, how if you won't let me? Right, what's this thing? park teams upgrades, so that's probably going to be part of it. Constructs at least 4 operational vehicle facilities, including duplicates. What? I got to build 4. It says vehicle facilities. What is a vehicle facility? Because yes, it's the park response. Is that including maintenance as well? Because I've got... I mean, I probably could do with another one of these buildings. In fact, if that's not covered, where am I going to put it though? Because I expect it says vehicles, so it'll be any of these 3 we've got. I mean, I've got 3, so I probably need a 4th. Where am I going to put the damn thing? I don't want it right next to the other one. I mean, if I'm going to build an aviary or something, probably something out here would be good. Power or anything. I want one to do this area. Then that would be better. Let's just get this in. Bit here, because maybe with the aviary, and then can go up over the hills and stuff. Where's this? No. Okay, so yeah, that opens up now then. Let's do this. 9. Do that. It hasn't gone up yet. Right, I'm actually... add that. Gonna add that one. Yeah, so it is being covered by that. It's fine. So we'll build an aviary down here then. It is locked behind this Clark County thing. Yeah, I know. I just sent him on a job even though and live with it. Just sent him on the job. We needed him. Doing research. Stuff it. I don't care. So as soon as he's done that research, he can rest. Crowds walking around look nice. Fossils is done. Da, 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 da. Right, I think he was the one doing research, so yeah. I think looking at the side, they've allowed them to do, I think, a bit more jobs. As they get tired, they've got a bit more. How many blocks they got? 2, 4, 6, 8, like 10. I can't get this security rating up, but I think this is going to. And then this thing was going to do what again? It is going to do resupply. It's going to do task scheduling, extra vehicles. They're really useful. Contracts with the yellow icon will boost. Yeah, I've got this one. It's almost done. This thing, you mean? Yeah. They didn't actually say what those symbols mean. I know they're listed somewhere else or something, but I need to get more guests in the park. I think I need the medium. Can I build the medium hotel yet? Sorry, the large hotel there isn't there. So that needs 1,500 guests. Yeah, I'm not going to do that one yet. Okay. This guy can rest. Or he's still researching. Guy. Any staff or security or something? I'm walking around pointing. RCU. Look at there, it's a tree. I did see criticism in this game, like, and a lot of it focused on the crowds. And I think it's because if you played like the 2-3, they've hardly changed them at all. Like they walk around in these pairs, the arm goes through the other person, and they sort of point and what, you know, it's just. I don't think they're bad, they're quite good, but I think from game to game they've not really changed much. Oh, see, look, oh, yeah, it's going to rest you. You can rest. Right. So let me have a little look. If we get a few more guests in, I think obviously the Aviary's going to help with that. I could need to be a little bit careful. How close are we on power? We're getting very close on power. But I think we'll be able to do this. Oh no, not until we get security to 50. God, you need security to 50. Holy cow. That sounds a big difference from 18. Right, but now that's done, so we should be able to add additional rates. So rather than advanced scanners, I'm going to go additional team for now. I still need this thing done though, but that's locked behind. And I'll do that with the maintenance as well. Go from here to additional, and I'll do it with the medical as well. Although cheaper treatment's pretty good, but additional MBU. Is there a way to turn these nests off? I'll create a plan. Apart from deleting it. There's so many dinosaurs in this enclosure now, they're all starting to affect their comfort. Pasture 12%. How am I going to get pasturing when they really wants a different enclosure again? Add that one in there. With this one, I am going to add food. I get rid of one. Lighten the load on one. Rating thing. I thought I was going to get to this a bit quicker than I did. We haven't got any rides or anything going yet. Most of it's still lots. Dinosaur encounter. Well, this isn't this what this thing is at the front? Effective. It's actually meant to be connected to a posh viewing platform. Once we get this land, maybe put one out there, but you'd want to do it with velociraptors though, would you? Big, I've got nowhere to put it. Get it there. I don't want to do it just to have one. Oh wait, they don't have. This need to be on an enclosure or not, because it lets me put it anywhere. Is this a separate building then that has its own? dinosaur in it. Put one here, I can move it. I just want to see what the hell this thing is.
Ladies and gentlemen, you can now touch, feed, and admire our incredible prehistoric animals up close.
Viewing attraction that allows park guests to interact with small to medium-sized herbivores. Building required whilst a food supply to be restocked. Dinosaurs compatible with this attraction are... So I think I really meant to put it on the fence of the other thing, by the look of it. It does have to be on the enclosure, yeah. Yeah, okay. So... move this. I think really. Got room to put it anywhere. I mean, if I change the route and the gates and everything. I mean, this is the best place to have it, obviously. Bloody massive. I mean, it could go here. I can reroute the pass and the gate to get something in that's workable. Might be better to do it that way rather than the other one. Can I move a gate? Yeah, I think. Let's move this gate. Gates on the corners. Yeah, let's put the gate there. Let's take out this pathing just for the moment. Go, where's it gone? So it would go this truck and thing, I think, that are there. Get out of the way. There we go. And I'll have to just route the pathing around. If that's possible.
Ladies and gentlemen, you can now touch, feed, and admire our incredible prehistoric animals up close at the Gentle Giant.
I know it doesn't capture many animals compared to the other place, so the food, yeah. So is it automatic then, as long as it's on an enclosure? Yeah, that's a new... I kind of wish they had more new building. I mean, there are obviously some because I've got the balloon this is new. So they have added stuff that wasn't in the second game, but you know, more of this really. Sure anything happens with it, I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, it's operational. Oh, there's not small dinos. Right. Now you tell me. Yeah. Ideal, but I'm gonna. Oh dear, that's.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have added a new viewing
No, we
gallery,
haven't added.
ready for you to observe our magnificent animals.
Backup generator. Do I even need this? Not there anyway.
Attention personnel. We have detected power outages across the site. Available personnel, please respond.
Taking that away. I'll give it one of these then.
Ladies and gentlemen, after an unexpected outage, power has now been
Right,
restored
this thing
across the site. Thank you for your
can't
patience
smooth.
and understanding.
That one advanced move. What's this? Oh, it's floodlight towers. Why can't I normal move it? Yeah. Put it there. This will want moving. Moving the building will clear all tasks. It's a shame. Let's move the gate first. Problem is, I don't know, maybe get it. So I changed all that for no thing. So I think it probably go. I'm going to have to adjust the road. Can we get it in with this maintenance thing staying where it is? I think so. This is going to major mess up the path, isn't it? What? Why is the power? Shit, what did I delete? Is there a back undo button on this?
Attention personnel.
I don't think I
Detected power outages across the site.
deleted the power
Available
thing.
personnel, please respond.
Why does that affect the power? No, why? taking a path out affects power. It makes no sense. I don't think it was something else I was clicking, but it does seem to have. I mean, it's still connected from there to there. That's if it took out that wire, I'd be like, but that's. Anyway, move this first. I want to get it in. I want to move this anyway. It's alright, I'll just put down a new bit. I'm not too fussed about this kind of stuff really. It's just new building, and then yeah, I didn't quite understand what it was for, whether it was a closure or not, and then like that. Now I need to connect these back up. But I still don't know why taking that path out. It must be something connecting. So, what's the path we used in this one, isn't it? Yeah. Something to do electricity. I'm trying to get my head around it. It's probably means it has no access to something, but in my head I'm going, well, what's the path got to do with electricity? But it's obviously access to a electricity building or something. Okay, power distribution. So I think doing this has opened up the we want to do that. I wanted to get these security cameras as well, but my security rating still hasn't gone up. It does look, maybe then the contracts is the only thing, but are they cumulative like a score, or is it? I thought they were like a percentage, but improve your reputation by taking on contracts, releasing dinosaurs, or completing objectives at other sites. Okay. Tells you LG if you read it, but right, so this thing should be operational. Visible dinosaurs 0, local dinosaur plus 0. But it still might be these really, really tiny ones that I don't have. But we'll put them in there. We can put them in this enclosure. Is there a way to toggle these things on and off? Medium nest job or not? Because I don't know how much longer I'm going to go because football's starting soon, so I'm going to... Just wanted to get this. We're 3.2. We're close on this thing. I could get... Locked. Yeah, it kind of looked like removing it was the only way. I might do that because I'm just getting way too many dinosaurs in here. I did notice there was a like you can change the variants, and you can also create a plan. But I think just for game purposes, it would be quite good if they would say pause or just turn off or something. I mean, in the zoo game, you have the contraceptives, don't you? But I really don't think right now. So I'm just, that's 25,000. It's not the end of the world. Let's take it out. And the tiny, tiny little dinosaurs, I think we just started to... These ones are quite small, but these are herbivores. We need to do more expeditions. I'll do this one because it's finishing off the one I already started, and it's 14,000. Right, today it's just the Avery's thing say about Clark County, but I couldn't click on the dinosaur. No, it's fine now. I got a bug or something. I had a bug or something because I couldn't. Right, so you're saying on here there's a contraceptive slider. This is a female. Seems to need more pasture, doesn't it? Gonna mess everything else up. I have to separate these things. I thought it might have been here or something, but big icon. Oh yeah, okay. Contraceptives on and off. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so I could have kept the hatchery then and then just... I've taken the nest out now, so okay, yeah. Cool, okay. I did think, because obviously they've copied quite a bit of stuff they did in Planet Zoo, and I was like, well, I've got a contraceptive slider on that. Surely they've got one in here, but it's just UI is quite different. How many dinosaurs I've got in here, man? Okay, well we had a bug or something there because it's all back to normal now. Really looked at our velociraptors much, have we? I think what I probably should have done with these things, added another, I've only got one feeder. Maybe one up here because I'll probably put another viewing platform up there at some point. Right, I'm going to leave it there anyway. Thanks for those tips, Joker. Sorry if it's been a bit painful to watch. I'm still half getting used to the game and also stuck with the thoughts and ideas of the controls of the last game. They're not quite, certainly with the hotkeys and stuff. I'll put myself in a bad mood now thinking about the way the country's going. This is... Honestly, man, people haven't got a freaking clue. Bugging me that path isn't matching. Outside area, don't tell me. No, it's just because it won't. Won't let me do that until we get the other bit of land. Son of a bitch. Alright. OCD, you just have to ignore that, mate. Look at this part, that's not very good, is it? We can't do just curve pathing. I mean, it sort of does it, but History. Toggle curves. There is a shift with a.
Got some damage here.
It's just. I mean, you can do it, but it's just. I don't know. Other games just do it when you where you move it rather than you having to press a shift button or something. Put the worst power thing in history. Look at all this bit here. Anyway, I said I was going to go about 3 times. If I take that out, he goes, oh my god! Bit here.
Please respond.
And then get a bit of a curve going. I want it to curve to the left, but I'm going to need to do this. You see now that's... Let's do that for the moment. Everybody goes, oh look, we passed. So yeah, shift key for the curves, and I'll have to remember that when pretty sure that was in the last game, but it's just it's a little bit hidden away. Very nice, very nice. It's coming along. We didn't quite get to the 3.5, we got to 3.3. The Aviaries thing, yeah, I can't do until I do Nevada, but we can focus on probably putting a few more dinos. What have I got new? So this thing is probably the next, but I'm gonna these are really quite small, but I need to put these, I think, in a separate enclosure. Well, I don't, can they go with the velociraptors? Let me just have a quick look. They dislike the Rexes, the Indoraptor. They don't like the Indoraptor, but they're alright with the normal raptors. Doesn't say they like them though. I think the raptors would eat these things. Anything? Right, my alarm's gone off for football. Right, I'm going to go watch out the knockout games. I was going to come back and do some snow runner tonight, but I don't know. I'm in a funny mood this week. I'm not having the best of time in life, but I might have nowhere to live soon. Right. We will leave it there. If I do come back, I might do some snow runner. I'm going to alternate a bit between this and snow runner throughout the week. Really enjoying the improvements in this game though. There is quite a lot of better UI and stuff like that. I just think they could have been a little bit more creative with some brand new buildings and functions, but they've done some, so that's good. But I think sometimes they hold back a bit because then they go, well, we'll put this in a DLC and stuff, so we're making good profit. Oh, we've got loads of money, up to 26 million now. So the park ratings, if I can get some of this stuff done on what was it? Park thing. Not that, the tours, this thing, attractions, so we can get this done, I think. I'll plug that in. Because that will get park ratings up, adding some activities and tours. Right, enjoy the football if you're watching. If not, enjoy your dinner and evenings. So whether I'll be back tonight, I'll see. If I'm probably not on by about 9 o'clock, I probably won't be on. But I want to try and get Michigan finished off on SnowRunner so that we can get onto Alaska, but I've still got quite a few jobs and hours to complete Michigan, and then I really want to be able to buy a new truck, have enough money, invest in a proper truck or one of the DLC trucks that I've got. But you know, I need somewhere like 100 grand plus or 150 grand to buy one of those trucks and have that spare, as well as then enough to build, pay for repairs and fuel. So really super hard. Like these buildings. Right, this is one of those games you can just play forever though, tinkering with things, and this is just campaign. This thing here then, all sort of raised up. I like what they did with that, giving it a sort of retaining wall. Anyway, I'll leave you that view. Thanks very much. Thanks Boxing, and thanks Joker for the game and stuff. Really, really nice, really enjoying it. Hope you're enjoying yours. Be plenty more of this to come.